Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Any questions as to what it is that I do, how do I do it, services that I provide, any information on Patreon, and all of that fun stuff down below in the description. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into Taurus. Taurus, your song is You. And down below you'll find a link to my Spotify, and this way the all the songs for the month for the zodiac readings are going to be on that playlist if anybody's interested in listening to them. The verse that spoke out to me the most, and I had to listen to the song a couple of times because I couldn't find the actual verse, so just bear with me, was Why It's Gotta Be You. So when I was first setting the intention for your reading, there was a sense of like warmth, a sense of like burning up, like things boiling up to a point where someone is no longer able to hold back their emotions, their feelings, or not wanting to hold back on their emotions and feelings towards another person. This can be you, Taurus, or someone that you're connected with. Again, these are general readings, so just take what it is that resonates with you. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start focusing on the candle and water. And yeah, there is definitely an energy of a person that excuse me, that feels that they have they lost their chance, or they lost an opportunity when it comes to a love connection. This is more when it comes to that feeling that I was getting about like someone is like boiling up inside, or someone just kind of wants to go ahead and confess their love to someone else. That feeling is coming from a connection where a person did betray another person romantically. So there was there was a third person involved when it comes to the connection. Again, that is not for all of you, because not everybody is always involved in third party situation, but that boiling point, that feeling of wanting to reach out to someone that they hurt, wanting to reach out to someone that they betrayed. And as much as they try and move forward, unfortunately, they can't get you out of their mind. They can't get you out of their head. And they can't get the betrayal that they committed towards you out of their mind as well. Okay. There's you may be feeling this or maybe not. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but there is a sense of like being watched, and not being watched like in a creepy way, not being watched in a way of like, trying to be deceitful or anything like that, but people admiring, or people kind of wondering how it is that you have gotten through certain situations, and how it is that you maintain this kind of like in control type of energy, in control type of pose to yourself, where regardless of what's going around, you get whatever it is that has to be done, you get it done. You do not go ahead and let situations and circumstances take completely hold of you, and you do not allow them to intervene or interfere when it comes to the goals that you have set for yourself. So again, Taurus, I feel that there are a lot of eyes on you at the moment, because of the way that you have carried yourself, and because of the way that you have overcome certain obstacles. For those of you that are still dealing with, or the person from the past that had you involved in a third party situation, I do feel that not just that person, but the person that they were involved with are kind of keeping tabs on you, either because the other person wants to know if if the person came towards you or not, or the person that wants to come towards you wants to know if you have moved on into like another connection, into another relationship. at the moment, Taurus, I don't feel that when it comes to connections, romantically anyways, that is not where your mind is. That's not where, like, your head game is at the moment. At the moment, you just kind of, after recovering from the hurt, after recovering from the pain, the deception, the betrayal, you kind of went into a space of just reconnecting with yourself, getting to, like, know yourself again in order to be able to move forward, in order to be able to know what steps you were going to take next. And the beauty in that is that then it allowed you to get into the space of, okay, now I know where it is that my life is going. Now I know what direction it is that I have to take. And no longer am I going to be wasting my time and my energy on people, situations, circumstances that are not providing me with that sense of life, if that makes any sense. So anything that tries to bring you down, anyone that tries to kind of impose their own misery or their own pain or hurt on you, you are no longer allowing that to happen. And that does not necessarily mean that you are straying away completely from people, but you're learning how to manage certain connections. You're learning what you can and cannot share with certain people, because not everyone that is asking you how you're doing or what you're up to really has your best interest at heart. And you have been able to realize that and recognize that, and are taking the steps necessary for when those boundaries needs to be set in place. When it comes to, there is somebody that that you may feel, this is somebody new. This is not somebody from your past. And if it is from the past, it's not somebody that you have been romantically involved with. This is somebody that maybe you just saw as a friend. But something has clicked. Something has sparked between the two of you, where whether it is that you guys are talking about, general life things, or you guys are talking about your own experiences in life, or talking about your goals and your dreams and the things that you want to accomplish, there is a spark with someone of that you're starting to see a possibility of a romantic connection. You're starting to see a possibility of, there may be something here. And some of you are probably wondering if it's only in your head or if this person feels the same. The feeling of, there may be something here is mutual. The only blockage or challenge that I see is that if this is a friend that you've had or somebody that you've known for many years, then you both are wondering if pursuing a romantic connection is worth risking the friendship or the bond that you guys currently have. This individual, if it is someone that you have known for years, like if it's not someone from the past, they know, not someone from the past, someone from the, someone that you haven't met yet. Sorry, they know what you have been through. They know how hurt you have been, and they know that going into a romantic connection, into a relationship with you, will take work, because of the fact that you have been hurt in the past, and it's like a daily thing, and they are in a space of being able to commit to that and being able to work with you in building and creating that type of relationship that you want. If it is someone from the future, someone that you haven't met, let's put it that way, this is someone that is going to bring this excitement, and it's going to make you feel alive. It's going to make you feel like, this is the reason why it didn't work out with all the other people. And again, this is a person that spiritually and mentally, emotionally is mature enough to go into a connection with, that will allow the two of you not so much just to bond and grow together, but to also create a life together that will bring satisfaction and happiness and joy to the both of you. There's very few of you, not a lot of you, that do want to try again with the person from the past and are wondering if it is something that you should be doing. When it comes to questions like that, you should always try and reconnect with yourself, see what your own intuition is telling you. But Is the person from the past that hurt you, is the person from the past that betrayed you, sorry for what they did? Yes. Um, are they in a space or a place of admitting that? Yes. Are they in a place of changing their actions, changing the way that they do things? From what I sense and from what I feel at the moment, no. Um, Seeing you move on with your life without them in it, whether or not you are pursuing a different connection or not, is making them has made them realize that they have lost you or that they're in the process of losing you. But it has not been enough for them at the moment to go inwardly and see why it is that they choose to mess things up with you. Why is it that they choose to betray you? And that is key when it comes to moving forward with you. So if you do decide to move forward with the person from the past that has betrayed you and comes forward, then you have to go in it with the understanding and with the awareness that you're probably setting yourself up for the same pattern. Again, that does not have to necessarily be for everyone, but you yourself will know intuitively if it is the right time. By the conversations, by the person's actions, it will be revealed to you whether this person has learned their lessons and whether this person is ready to move forward with you, or if you should just continue on and wait for someone else to come along. Or maybe there is something within yourself that you have to go ahead and reflect, that you have to go ahead and look into. Some of you already know, even before this person from the past decides to come forth, you already know that intuitively, either, through your guides or your angels, your ancestors, you have already been warned not to go back into that connection, regardless of how much feelings and how much you want to be with this person. And some of you have already made the decision to not even entertain that when it comes towards you. Others of you are still on that washy-washy, like 50-50, like, oh, but let me just see what she has to say, what he has to say, to see if they have changed or not. Okay. Because to some of you, this is the person that you feel that you are meant to be with. This is a person that you want to grow with. This is a person that you want to be with. But unfortunately, this person only seems to want you or want to be in your life when they are feeling like they're losing you, when they feel like they're losing the grip that they have on you. And that is more of a manipulating type of energy, and you have to decide whether or not you want to be in a connection like that. Excuse me. A person that truly cares for you and truly wants to be with you will never put you in a place or in a position where they're jeopardizing losing you, where they're jeopardizing the connection and what the two of you have created up to this point. Okay, let's see, anything else wants to come up? There's something around finances that wants to come up. What I'm sensing is maybe you had a little, a lot of people had a little hiccup when it comes to what's going on around the world with the situation in the world. But I feel that there was something else that pertained to the financial issues that you were having that or prior to the, the quarantine and all of that stuff, there was some type of investment financially or some type of money that you wanted to either use, or you were saving for something or whatever it was. And there had seemed to be an opportunity that you wanted to take advantage of, and you went ahead and you invested, but you didn't get, or you didn't receive what you thought was going to be. Excuse me. I feel like I have to sneeze. Okay. No, it's not coming. Well, I think it is. Excuse me. Okay. Bless me. Okay. So, when it comes to that money that you invested and you lost, let's put it that way, I do feel that that money is going to come back in a different way, or in a different form, I should say. So just be open to that money coming in towards you. I'm trying to think of like the words that I'm trying to use. So I don't know if some of you are planning of starting like a new business, or starting something new, pursuing like a different career, or taking up, maybe I feel that for some of you it's a hobby that you're going to try and turn into like a business. So it's a hobby that you have been working on like for years, something that you enjoy doing, something that you enjoy spending your time and your energy in, and the opportunity is here for either to make it like as a side business to make extra income, or for some of you, you're actually going to see the possibility of turning that hobby into a full-time business or gig. The word gig keeps on wanting to come up, and that is going to open up the opportunity and the chances of regaining the money that you had lost. So I want to go ahead and take a quick look for those of you where somebody new is coming into your life when it comes to a romantic connection. So we'll start off with the three of you, 3 cards for you guys. So this is going to be for someone new coming in towards Taurus life as far as romantic connections go. If I do pick up any other signs, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and see the 3 cards. I want to see, what does it look like? So with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Coins in the reverse and the 9 of Wands, I feel that this is somebody that has fought their battles when it comes to what type of person or what type of people they want to have around. So they are well-rounded when it comes to communication, when it comes to pursuing what it is that they want to do, and pursuing a person if that is the case. And they know who they are in a sense where they're not easily influenced by people outside of them. They're not easily influenced by their family members or their friends when it comes to their own romantic connection. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel that this person does not value or hold so much the materialistic things more than a person. So this is a person that if they have to choose between, working like overtime, and let's say they had a commitment with you, they had a date with you, or they had something planned with you, and the opportunity comes to make extra money, the person is not going to risk putting you aside to make an extra like $200. This person is going to choose to stay committed to what it is that they committed themselves to when it comes to you. So this is a person that when they tell you they're going to do something, there is not just words. There's going to be action, and the actions are coming right after. It's not something that you're going to have to beg for, you're going to have to wait for. This person follows through with what it is that they say. And this is going to be with the 9 of Wands and that came out. What I'm sensing is that this is going to be straight off the top, like the beginning of the connection. As soon as you meet this person will immediately start following through with whatever it is that they have told you that they were going to do. So if this person says they're going to call you at a certain time, or this person's going to meet you at a certain time, this is not a person that's going to have you waiting. This is not a person that is going to have you guessing whether or not they're going to show up. For those of you that this is somebody that you know, like a friend, or a friend of a cousin, a friend of somebody that you know, this has been in your life for a while, but that you have never seen the potential for a romantic connection. But at the moment, both of you are kind of feeling each other, kind of like looking at each other in that romantic type of way. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have for you guys. And then we'll go ahead and we'll look at if it is somebody from the past. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at that hobby and financial before we get done. So we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So the only challenge that I see with this connection is the communication, as far as who it is that is going to speak first, who it is that is going to admit that there is something here. With the Nine and the Eight of Wands, I feel that both of you are really wanting to let the other person know what they're feeling, really wanting to let the other person know that you see them in a different way. With the Three of Wands, again, I feel that the conflict is, do we risk what we currently have as friends? Do we risk what we currently have, like either as co-workers or whatever it is, in order to pursue this? So one of you or both of you should really go into the space and just kind of speak up. This is not a matter of having to wait for someone else to speak up. It is a matter of who feels the most ready, or who it is that is willing to take the risk when it comes to this connection. Because again, I do feel that when it comes to this specific situation, the other person, the person that is looking at you the same way that you're looking at them, they know what you've been through, and they're not there to play any mind games. They're not there to play or to put you through the similar situation that you've been through in the past. This is for the people that are having somebody from their past coming forward. So we have the Page of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. And the only reason why I'm taking it is because it kept on like calling my attention as I was flipping it, and it was in the reverse. So with the with the Page of Wands in the reverse, in the upright, and the Seven and Two of Pentacles, I feel that this person again is going to come forth and is going to tell you all the things that you want to hear. They're going to tell you how they left everything behind, how they don't want to lose you, how you are the one for them, and all of this other stuff. They can really talk. They can really talk their way back into your life if you allow them to. But with the Two of Cups and the way it kept on popping up, it's like, this is not something that you should be pursuing, or this is not something that you should be engaging in again. And if you were looking for a confirmation from, what intuitively has been coming down, what your guides have been telling you, then that is your confirmation It is not that this person is not sorry for what they have done. It's not that this person does not love you. It is that this person has yet to change their ways. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like they're going to. But you go ahead and you do whatever it is intuitively that you're being asked to do. And let's see about this hobby or this financial situation that some of you are in. So when we look at the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in the upright. What you lost was what I'm sensing as a temporary loss. It is, again, something that is going to be, that you're going to regain. And you're regaining it through doing something that brings you emotional fulfillment. You're regaining it through something that brings you that joy, that happiness, that puts you kind of like, when people say, oh, you're in your happy place. And again, some of you have already been approached by people, or people are constantly commenting like, oh, that is something you should think about turning that into a business. Oh, you should think about doing that full time. And the more that you start looking at the idea, the more that you start looking at it from a place of being able to turn it into a business, the more clearer the picture becomes. And it's definitely, I feel that there is an opportunity here to go ahead and get started, because there's not a lot that you have to learn in regards to it. It's more of the business aspect of it, how to actually monetize or how to actually move forward with the business plans. What the Four of Wands is like, there is, to me, is representing that there is no, even if there were to be challenges, right? Let's say as to how exactly do I make this work? I feel that immediately any challenges that present themselves, you are going to come up with the answer. The answer intuitively is going to come forth so that you can go ahead and pursue it. So as far as like challenges, the biggest challenge maybe that you're having at the moment is within yourself, not knowing if you're able to do it or if you're able to go ahead and actually see this through. Well, Taurus, that is all that I have for you at the moment. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next week with the weekly elements. If you have any questions on booking a private reading or any questions on Patreon, all that information is down below. I'm sending everybody love, lots of love, strength, and blessing. Have a good one, guys. Bye.